Falcon flock is up, and the Falcon flock is loud. Josh Ingram, the up and under. Jeremy Clavel and Josh Ingram have put on a playmaking spectacle here tonight. Owen Griffin over to Clavel. Open three from Jeremy Clavel and knocks down.
I mean, can we expect anything different? Clayville shoots it from three, it's going in.
In a small town in the great state of New Jersey lies one of the biggest basketball rivalries around. Over the years, the Falcons have gained infinite wisdom with many championship banners hanging in the rafters. The Trojans have burst onto the scene in recent years, but still have yet to reach the top. Tonight, the basketball rivalry returns. The belly of the beast is on the line. Who will reign supreme? Who will be the powerhouse of Edison? Trojans, Falcons, it's blackout night at St. Joe's. And we may not be in St. Joe's in Metuchen, but the game means just as much. It is still blackout theme here in the Monroe Township High School. The GMC semifinals, your St. Joseph Falcons are taking on the St. Thomas Aquinas Trojans. I'm joined by Saketh Kodori. Saketh, I mean, you can just tell in the atmosphere in this place how much intensity there is, how much this game means to both of these teams.
Ben, game three, we know how much it means, especially to our Falcons. We know, what rivalry there is between these two teams, being just, a mile and a half away from each other. We know, obviously there's been a lot of bad blood over the recent years, and, with STA winning the last two games and with this game being the GMC semifinals, obviously this one is the most important one yet.
And let's talk a little bit about these two teams and their history. You go about all the way back to 2013. St. Joe's won 68-39. Shout out to Carl Talon, just some sophomore out of nowhere, dropping 28 and 19 for St. Joe's' first win against STA. Then 3 years later, 2016, 72-17. Tyus Battle had himself a day. Another win in 2020 led by Tyree Ford. And then 3 straight wins for the St. Thomas Aquinas Trojans, putting both of these teams at 3-3 against each other. This to take the lead in the all-time record, but also to advance to the GMC championship as we get ready for tip.
Yeah, and Ben, I'd argue that this is, the worst thing that could happen to the Falcons seeding-wise. Obviously, you don't want to face STA being the #1 seed.
And we have tip-off in Monroe.
How do you think you win here for the Falcons? Obviously, without Clayville.
Josh Ingram. It's 2 words. Josh Ingram is the way you win this game. St. Thomas Aquinas will start with the ball. Deuce Jones driving in on Ingram, kicks it out to Lee. Back over to Jones. Deuce Jones, a step back 3. It's good for the junior Deuce Jones. And the 3 for St. Joe's on the other end is no good.
And Ben, the last 2 games, Deuce Jones, obviously did a lot facilitating, but he wasn't really the first one to get on the board scoring-wise, especially from 3-point range. I mean, is he going to be more aggressive today?
I think he has to be. I think he knows how much this game means to us at least. And obviously, he wants to go back to his second straight GMC final. Another three from Deuce Jones is good. It's a quick start for the Trojans. Now Owen Griffin slipping on the court. Kicks it over to Anthony Williams. Williams starting to lose the ball. David Caruso for three. No good from Caruso once again.
And Ben, if you remember last time, STA went out to a huge lead to start the game.
Another three good for Jalen Pichardo. Yeah, STA did get off to a hot start. St. Joe's did come back. They're going to be desperate for a comeback. Already down 9 points. Josh Ingram goes up. And Ingram can't buy a bucket. Jalen Pichardo with the board. Now here comes Kamal Lee on the other end for St. Thomas Aquinas, trying to make this a double-digit lead in the first 2 minutes of the game. Pichardo out to Lee. Kamal Lee hits his shot. That is 4 straight three-pointers for the St. Thomas Aquinas Trojans. The Falcons are desperate for an answer. Ingram, nice pass over to Griffin. Kicks it out to Regan. Regan, the jog in. Back over to Ingram. Josh Ingram gets the ball poked out. Josh Ingram desperate to look for a shot here. Dante Regan for three now. No good once again for the Falcons. Kamal Lee back down. Deuce Jones for three. Finally a miss for St. Thomas Aquinas.
Ben, what a start for the Trojans. Back-to-back threes. I mean, like, they're recognizing that the Falcons are going under the screens. They're pulling it. I think that was their game plan going into this. You know, stretch the floor early and try to get the ball into the paint later in the game when you know, Falcons start playing higher on them. I mean, there just has to be more intensity.
There definitely has to be. And St. Joe's, they missed a shot. St. Joe's got the ball back and immediately threw it out of bounds. So STA comes back and hits yet another three, 15-0. The Trojans lead early on in this one. St. Joe's is going to take a timeout here, and we will as well. The Falcons trail by 15 with just over 5 minutes left to go.